Hello friends, welcome back to my online class. Today I'm going to be talking about how to determine the area of the region bounded by two curves. This is the application of integration and this is the JAMB pass question. Now to solve this, I'm going to equate 2x squared plus 10 to 4x plus 16 in order to find the points of intersection of the curve and the line. So this is going to be 2x squared plus 10 is equal to 4x plus 16. So now I'm going to move 4x and 16 across equal sign to the left hand side, and that is going to give me 2x squared, all right, minus 4x plus 10 minus 16 is equal to 0. Now if I simplify this, I'm going to have 2x squared minus 4x, 10 minus 16 is going to give me minus 6 is equal to 0. Now, if I reduce this further by dividing everything here with 2, I'm going to have x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. So I'm going to solve this equation using factorization method. In factorization method, I'm going to find two numbers that will give me minus 2 when I add them, but will give me minus 3 when I multiply them. What are the two numbers? I'm going to be looking at minus 3 and plus 1. Minus 3 and plus 1. If I add minus 3 to plus 1, I'm going to have minus 2. But if I multiply the 2, I'm going to have minus 3. So these are the two numbers. Now, because I'm dealing with x as the variable here, so this is going to be minus 3x and 1x. And remember that 1x is the same thing as x. Now, so the next thing I'm going to do is to substitute the middle term, which is minus 2x, with these terms, the minus 3x and x. So that is going to be x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Alright, so at this stage, I'm going to factorize. So I'll put brackets here, put brackets here, put brackets here, and put brackets here. So I'll look for common factor between x squared and 3x. The common factor there is x. I'm going to bring it out of the bracket, and I'll put open bracket here. I'll put x here because x times s is x squared. Then minus 3 here. 3x divided by x is 3 because x times 3 is 3x. So I have x minus 3. Then plus, I'll use 1 here because 1 can divide across x and minus 3. Then I'll put x minus 3 equal to 0. You can see this and this are the same. I'm going to pick 1. So I'll pick x plus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0. Now, this is x is equal to, solving for x here, I'm going to have minus 1. Then solving for x here, I'm going to have plus 3. Now, minus 1 and 3 are the points of intersection of this curve and this line. So they are going to form the limits of integration, the upper and the lower limits. Now, at this stage, I'm going to subtract the curve from the equation of the curve from the line. So that is going to be 4x plus 16 minus, I'll put brackets, 2x squared plus 10, because this is what I'm going to integrate, right? So this is the same thing as, so if I put integral 3 here minus 1 here, all right, this is the upper limit, this is the lower limit. So if I subtract this, I'm going to have here 4x. Remember that minus times plus is going to give me minus. So I'm going to have 16 minus 10. That is going to give me 6. Positive plus 6. So I'm going to have minus 2x squared here plus 6. So I'm going to integrate this, the x, all right? So I'm going to integrate this using the integration formula You know integration formula. Integration formula is x raised to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. This is the integration formula. Here, n is the value of the exponent of the variable x. Here, the exponent is 1. That is the power of x is 1. So it means n is equal to 1 for 4x. So I'm going to integrate 4x. If I integrate 4x, it's going to be 4x. 1 plus 1 is 2 over 2. So 4 over 2 is 2. So I'm going to have 2x squared. 2x squared. So I'm going to write here 2x squared. Then I'll integrate this 2x squared. If I integrate it using this formula, n is equal to 2. So I'm going to have minus 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm going to have 3 up here and 3 down here. All right. Then plus, if I integrate this constant, it's going to give me 6x. All right. Plus integration constant. Okay. Upper limit 3, lower limit minus 1. Now, at this stage, I'm going to substitute x with the limit. All right. Now, doing so, I'm going to have 2 times 3 raised to the power of 2, because I'm going to go for upper limit first, then minus 2 times 3 cube over 3 plus 6 times 3 here. Remember the integration constant. You can neglect it because I'm going to subtract. All right. So I might decide to neglect it. Minus, because I'm going to subtract this minus. So if I put it here and put also in the second one, so they are going to cancel out each other. Now, so I'm going to have here 2 brackets minus 1. Remember, I'm substituting x with minus 1. That is the lower limit. So this is squared minus 2 times minus 1 cube divided by 3 plus 6 times minus 1. Okay, now simplifying this, 3 squared is going to give me 9. 9 times 2 is 18 minus 3 cubed is 27. 27 over 3 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 here. So 6 times 3 is 18. I'm going to write 18 again. Minus, so I'll put brackets because of these signs. Now, minus 1 squared is going to give me plus 1. Because minus times minus is plus. So 1 times 2 is 2. Then this is minus 1 cube. Minus 1 raised to the power of 3 is going to give me minus 1. Because it's going to be minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1. Minus times minus is going to be plus. Plus times minus is going to be minus. So I'll have minus 1. Minus 1 times minus 2. That's going to give me plus 2 over 3. Alright? Now here, plus times minus is minus. So 1 times 6 is 6. I'm going to have minus 6 here. Alright? So if I simplify this further, this is 18 minus 18 is 0. So I'll have positive 18 here. So I have 18, right? Now minus, I'll put bracket again because of these signs. Now this is, if I make this over 1, because this is fraction already. So I have 3 as the LCM. So if I have 3 here, all right, so this is going to be 3 times 2 is 6. So I'll write 6 here. All right. Then plus 2 minus, all right, 3 times, so 3 times 2 here is 6. So I have 6 plus 2 minus 6 times 3. That's going to give me 18. So I'm going to have 18 here. All right. So this is going to be 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is going to give me 8. 8 minus 18, that is going to give me minus 10. So I'm going to have minus 10 now. Now this is the same thing as 18 minus bracket minus 10 over 3. All right. So minus times minus is going to be plus. So if I write this here, I'm going to have 18 plus 10 over 3. So if I make this over 1 as fraction, so I'm going to have 3 here, all right? So 3 times 18, that's going to give me 54, all right? So I have 54 here, 54 plus 10. So 54 plus 10 is going to give me 64 divided by 3. Now looking at the options, A is 18, B is minus 10 over 3, C is 44 over 3, D is 64 over 3. So D is the answer. So this is how to find the area. So 64 over 3 is the area of the region bounded by this curve and this line. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow this page for more.